EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
A lot of guys playing this game. There's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both ways. What drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a 2nd and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Man, and he hits him in stride. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a 4th down. Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good.
The kick is good.
Yeah, the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles 3.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go, here we go. Dot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Gun, gun. Dot! Dot! Ready? Dot!
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's
The
a pickup of
Bengals
6.
at 3 and 11 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff, and of course ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Dot! Dot!
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's under 1. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. At that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Dot!
On the ground, it's Cruz. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
You look at this Eagle defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
11 mighty.
Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
That ties the game at
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
little bit.
thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good
Eagles take
coverage
over.
there by
First
kick
and
team
10
to bring that return
at
to
their
an
own
abrupt
22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3.
Let's go now.
That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I
Saquon
like the way
Barkley,
you
Eagles
described
ball
it.
carrier.
Not ideal,
The
but they'll
tackle
take
made
it.
at the
Anything to put some
24-yard
points
line.
on the board.
2
And
yards
this time
on the
on
pickup.
offense, they
It's
don't want to
second
see the
and
field goal
8.
kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
And they'll be going for 6. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Cannon. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Eagles.
A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one
The
read,
kick
and if
is
you don't
good.
have it, you just take off and go.
Makes the score
Now he's
Eagles
settled in the
10,
pocket a little bit
Bengals
more.
3.
Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice
Jake
play.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard
The
line and no
Bengals take
further.
over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position. I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
11, 11. Gun, gun. Dot. 180. 12. 12. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. Quick hitch, complete. It's Underwood. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Calling a gain of a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 10 3-yard score after 1 here on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, we always know he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, and reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd of a yard.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Bengals 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
You heard about man, the left controller, the level king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
17. Bengals 10.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Right Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw now on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
It was something else. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. So the completion good for 7 there.
To number 26.
And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Cannon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Elliott is good.
The kick is good.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20 to 10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Shoves him away. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete to number 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Gun. What did he?
Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
It's a gain of
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you're running drag
48-yard
routes,
line.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
That's
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed.
Here we
He
go,
gets
here we
enough
go.
for the first down.
11. To Hunt.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's under yards. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Can.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's complete to the Puma. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
11 more yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains.
Here we go.
Got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Touchdown! 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point splits the uprights.
Good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
Eagles 20. Bengals 17.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fighting him off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there on the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now they'll shift things around. Taken down at about the 45.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw. Cannon. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Cannon. To the right side and intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
First half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we?
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Touchdown, 65 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
The Eagle.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
3-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the
ball carrier.
And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
It's an Eagles first down and a gain of 11.
First down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It's a gain of 8.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Eagle first down.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
It looks like they'll move things around here. The quick throw complete into the flat out left.
Complete.
Minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of room.
Certainly not an easy one on third and long. Operating from the gun. Cannon. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Barkley not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Jordan Battle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Cannon's pass.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within a quarter. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over the 46-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are no 2 plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
19 target.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Barkley, 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit. It leads to 2nd and 10. By forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here into something else. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zay Flowers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
After the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go. 11, 11. 180. Dot.
Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Intended for T.
Part of
Higgins.
what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11 MT, 11.
It'll be Cruz here on the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Gun. Dot. 180. 11, 11. Dot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage you just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 38, Bengals 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big
take over
shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go. Wide 80. 11, 11, 11.
Going to change the play. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they do finally get it at the 12. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10.
And a big run there against the worst rush defense in the league. They're number 32 of 32.
And they're ranked that for a reason. And we're really not surprised to see a big run occur against them, are we?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And that's going to bring up
a gain
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd
from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
Come on, ready?
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point
Burrow's going
conversion.
to look to throw for it. Oh, he rifles one. It's going to be intercepted.
The 2-point conversion
Picked up by John Campbell.
Bengals 30. Joshua Carney to kick
Set now to
off.
kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
38-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Intended for number 8.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zay Flowers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th-quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Eagles 45, Bengals 30. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
12, gun.
This is Cruz. And a stiff arm made a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He is caught. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Can. Stop.
Up the middle they go. Cruz. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's get set. Stop. Wide 80. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.